They learned the truth about crocodiles, aliens horrified to hear they can wait years to kill. The expedition. The Xylar Collective prided itself on cataloguing life across the galaxy. Nothing escaped their scrutiny: predators, prey, even microorganisms that animated ecosystems. So when reports came from the human planet Terra about a creature called a crocodile, a team of observers was dispatched to the northern swamps of Australia. "We are studying Crocodilus porosus," announced Chief Biologist Krell, a six-limbed observer with translucent exoskeleton, humans' apex predators. "Our mission was simple: observe, record, and return. We expected speed, ferocity, intelligence, but we were unprepared for patience." 2. First contact. The first crocodile we saw was enormous, its back armored like living stone, eyes gleaming molten gold. The humans called it Old Fang. "Don't underestimate it," warned our guide. "It's been watching this river for decades." Krell laughed. "Decades? Biologically inefficient." The creature slipped into the water without disturbing the surface. Our sensors barely registered its motion. Humans whispered about its kills. We, logical beings, assumed they were exaggerating. Predators strike when hungry. Patterns. Predictable. We were wrong. 3. Waiting. Weeks passed. Old Fang mostly did nothing. It basked, submerged, occasionally attacked a careless bird or goat. "What is it waiting for?" Krell asked, scanning its neural signals. The humans smiled. "They wait. Years, sometimes decades." Krell's limbs shook. "Years. Evolution cannot sustain such stasis. They call it strategy," the human said. "Patience is a weapon. The river is theirs. Everything else is temporary." We began to record the impossible: minimal metabolic activity, nearly zero movement, yet readiness for instantaneous action. We had never encountered a predator like this. 4. Provoking the predator. Our team attempted provocation. We threw food, waved limbs, even fired tranquilizers. Nothing. The crocodile did not flinch. Not once. "Count the seconds," the humans whispered. Years pass in this stillness. We learned something we had never expected: to be still is power. The first kill. It happened on a sunny afternoon. A herd of water buffalo approached the river. Old Fang remained motionless. We expected a strike. Minutes, perhaps hours. Nothing. Then the largest buffalo, careless, stepped too close. Old Fang moved not in haste, not in panic, but with perfect, inevitable precision. The water erupted. The buffalo was gone before we even realized it had been attacked. The strike was instantaneous, yet executed after years of waiting and observation. We began to understand. Crocodiles didn't need speed. They needed time. 6. The horror. The humans laughed as if we were children. "You see now," they said. "It doesn't hunt, it waits. Years, decades. When it strikes, it's already over." Krell shook in disbelief. Biology cannot function this way. Energy, metabolism, life cycles, everything contradicts such a strategy. The human guide nodded. "It's not about efficiency. It's about inevitability. Everything that enters the river becomes prey. Everything else is temporary." We observed more. Rivers, estuaries, swamps. Crocodiles waited. Patience measured not in minutes or hours, but lifetimes. Humans had learned to coexist with them, to respect them. And the aliens among us were terrified. 7. A careless observer. One young Xylar researcher ventured too close to a nesting site. Days passed. Nothing. Weeks passed. On the third week, the researcher disappeared. Only his equipment remained. Old Fang or another in the river had waited. The kill was silent, perfect, inevitable. Krell dictated his report, voice trembling. Crocodiles exhibit extreme temporal lethality. Observation periods must extend to decades. Extreme caution required when humans or other species share the habitat. The Council would call it the most horrifying field report in history. 8. Cultural lessons. The humans explained their survival philosophy. They live beside creatures that operate beyond time, one guide said. You learn to wait, to respect, to survive. Crocodiles taught us patience. The river never lies. We realized the aliens' horror was warranted. Humans had co-evolved with these predators over millennia, shaping their culture, their risk tolerance, and even their hunting strategies around creatures that could strike any time, even after decades of stillness. The patience of crocodiles had created humans capable of enduring impossible danger, a species molded by slow, inevitable threats. 9. Testing patience. We returned to the swamp months later. Old Fang remained submerged, unchanging. Humans fished nearby. One slipped. Old Fang moved, but only enough to prevent harm. Not fast, not slow, perfectly precise. We realized the ultimate patience was not killing, it was choosing when not to kill. The predator decided when the prey could live. We recorded the behavior. Our data could not capture the psychological terror of knowing that a predator might be waiting, for years, for your inevitable mistake. The river belonged to them. Humans learned to respect that ownership. X. Transmission to the Council. Our final report was blunt. Crocodiles exhibit extreme patience and lethal precision over multi-decade observation periods. Humans have co-evolved cultural and behavioral adaptations to survive alongside these predators. Observation and intervention protocols must account for the temporal lethality of Crocodylus porosus. Extreme caution is advised for all exploratory operations. The Council immediately restricted all missions to crocodile-inhabited zones. Our species called it the most horrifying discovery in recorded history. 11. Reflection. Krell and I sat on the observation deck as the sun set over the swamp. Do you understand now? Asked our human guide. Yes, I admitted. They wait, calculate, and strike only when inevitable. Exactly, said the guide. And that's why humans survive. You learn patience, or you die. We watched the river. The crocodile below, eternal, unchanging, and waiting. Time was a weapon. Patience was death incarnate. And humans had learned to coexist with it. The aliens aboard our ship shivered. In the galaxy, we had encountered predators, war machines, even cosmic phenomena, but nothing prepared us for a creature that waits decades to kill. We would never underestimate Earth again.